looking crazy. Had one too many apples yesterday. We're doing good. Hope you're chilling. You're gonna see me set you up. Peach Tarte Tatin. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the thumbs up and stuff too. I'm getting my mic. I'll be back in 30 seconds with my mic. Maybe another tripod, because why not? Oop. I need a cable for the mic. 10 cents. Welcome to the stream, whoever's in here. Nice to see 3 people waiting. Mother, Rachel, I don't know who. I guess it is here. Sound Austin. Can anybody hear me? Good morning. So next time I do this, I do want to have everything positioned all nicely. We're going to start the official cooking vibes. Probably 5 minutes as I post up, set up. I went to print my recipe and the printer didn't work. So we are rocking out with my computer. My computer shall be my guide and yours. Gonna get some light in here and then we'll get started measuring out the ingredients. Ideally, I think I'll have the ingredients measured out in the future. Have ingredients pre-measured. And welcome on this Sunday morning. Man, my voice is fucked. Yeah, pretty groovy. Starting it off right. Let's get this a little closer. Let's get you a little more angled on moi. This, got my special tripod. Setting up, I'm gonna grab a light to get it brighter in here. That's more like it. Post this up. Good morning is what I say. If you're in here, can you please comment how I sound? Do I sound clear? No, I'm not invisible. I am just in the background. Setting up a tripod light so you can see my ugly mug a little better. There we go. It's nice. Yeah, Aaron, nice. Aaron inspired this dish, the Peach Tarte Tatin. Never made it before. How do I sound? Whew, that's strong. Strong, that is. A little like prony. We'll get started in like a minute. 1 minute, we'll start cooking. Well, baking. Not a big baker, I am. Why does this have so many hairs on it? Ew. Hold on. This has cat hairs on it. Not too sure what happened there. This one's good. No hairs, no cat hairs. Sound is good, cool. Purple apron engaged. Bum, 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 bum. Begin in 1 minute. Ooh, why am I wearing jeans that are tighter than a spider suit? Woo. Welcome, good morning. Hopping in. Hope you're doing well. Comment. What should we comment today? If you ever made a Peach Tarte Tatin, because that's what I need help doing. It's the first time I'm making this. You might hear my voice. I got over like COVID or whatever for the 19th time. It's definitely COVID, except I think it's so dang mutated these days, we don't know what it is. Hope you didn't deal with any cove. Let's fucking begin. Pardon my French. If you don't like it, get out. So, Peach Tarte Tatin, it's like an upside down pie, really. You take some caramel, you take some peaches. Traditionally, being an apple tart tatin, you make some, ooh, that's hot. Caramel, peaches, put a pie crust on top, put it in the oven, cook it, pastry puffs up, caramel deepens, the peaches kind of reduce in their flavor, or heighten in their flavor, reduce in their liquid content. Flip it upside down and you have like an upside down peach cobbler deliciousness. So, in grand Mitchell fashion, we are going to make this for the first time. I had a recipe I wanted to print out, but my printer didn't print, so we're just going to bake it as is. Hopefully you can see everything. And the first thing we're gonna need is a stick of butter and 5 tablespoons of butter, frozen. Here's the butter. 1 stick, get another half stick. And that's salted butter. There we have it, 2 sticks of butter in an empty butter box. What we're gonna do is, interestingly enough, shred. We're going to grate the butter. 2 tablespoons. We're gonna grate it because it'll go into our pie dough, nice and easy. Let's get a box grater. Put down a little bit of parchment paper, I like doing that. And shred our butter, kind of like cheese. If you're in here, I bet you never grated butter before, and if you have, I'm looking forward to this. Definitely pretty strange. So this is a pie dough. It's like a short crust. We're making it fast. We're making it quick. It's like a rough and dirty pie dough crust. Can someone really quick, if you're in here, look up how much does 2 tablespoons of butter weigh? Someone needs to look that up for me. Aaron, Mother, Rachel, Austin, somebody. I need you. How much does 2 tablespoons of butter weigh? Whoa, that looks kind of cool. Looks like cheese. Anyone got the number for me? 2 tablespoons of butter. How much does 2 tablespoons of butter weigh? That is what we need to calculate for this quick pie dough. Or I'm gonna look it up. 30 grams. Thank you, Chris. Chris, we can always count on you. So what's tricky about this is you do have to kind of work quickly. Ugh. Not a big baker. I have to say, it's only 15 grams. How could that be? How could that be, Mitchell wonders? You sure, Chris? Because I think I did a little more. Little mother. Yeah, Aaron, I don't care. I'll mess up live. I don't care. I'll give it a try. So we're at 15, so we got to do probably, we're going to try a little more. A little more. Getting messy. Getting fun already. Shredded butter for a quick pie dough crust that we never made before. And then ideally this will all come together while we cut up our peaches. The only time I've seen someone make this is on like MasterChef. And the recipe actually calls for using a food processor. Maybe I'll do that. Or maybe I'll just earn it and use my hands for everything. Come out, butter. You're shreddy, you're frozen, I know you can. Okay. Moving quick with the hands. Nice. We got 30. 2. 30. It's good enough. Can't be perfect as much as I'd like to be. Aaron says, how did it work out for them on MasterChef? I think they struggled as Fox Network would want them to do, but I'm not sure. Gordon Ramsay made it like in a, I think he made it in a, what should we call it? Food processor as well. So you know what, maybe we'll just do that. Yeah, I'll probably do that. We'll get this back in the freezer. And just measure out our other shit. Tidy up as we go. Tidy up, tidy up. Ugh. Butter. All over. Not ideal. Not ideal. But that's part of the gig. It's part of the vibe. Shoot some comments away. Hope your Sunday's chill, vibing. Okay. Stick plus 5 tablespoons of butter, frozen. 3/4 cup of AP flour. Let's measure that out. Now what's kind of cool is I keep my stuff in the freezer already. So 3/4 cup. We're gonna go by grams. 1 cup, a 1/4 cup is 30 grams. So 3/4 cups will have us at 90 grams. 90 grams. Perfect, spot on. And then we're gonna separate another 1/2 cup. So with our knowledge that 30 grams is a 1/4 cup, 2 is gonna be 60 grams. Scale out our scale. Don't know if that's the proper word. Looking for 60 grams of pre-frozen flour because I don't like those bugs. All right, that is spot on as well. 60 grams, 30 grams, measured out. Flour we'll toss back into our freezer. Keep those bugs out. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I really want to just do a pinch, but I'll do a freaking measurements. But I'm gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon instead of a 1/4. Just measure that off to the side. Because this is very raw here. I didn't really look at the recipe or watch anything crazy prior. I'm very visual. Next up, 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. Over here, I like this little XO container, if you know of these XO containers. Pretty cool. OXOX, something along those lines. Tablespoon of zucchero. Put that off to the side. Hopefully not get it confused with our sugar later down the line. 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar out. 4 tablespoons of ice water. I have that in the freezer already. And then for our peach filling, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Get that there. Fortunately, in my house, we have 19 measuring spoons. There we have a tablespoon of sugar. And then for me, a quarter teaspoon of salt. This is when I'm totally not going to measure because it's the caramel and I like caramel a little salty. 2 star anise, I don't care how the hell you say it. I found these over here. More salt, not sure if you just love salt. Yes. Me and Mama May love salt. Ooh, these, I'm happy I can smell those for one. Fucking COVID. But yeah, those are magical. Very nice. Get these off to the side. And a little bit of vanilla extract and cognac. I'm gonna reserve that off to the side. This was part of a recipe. And yeah, why not use it? It needs to get used, and I don't drink yet. Okay. That's not true. I do drink. I just don't drink a lot. Okay, so we have our butter. We have our ingredients all measured out rather quickly, surprisingly quickly. Put these off to the side behind us. And I did make a note to measure out the ingredients for myself next time, so the streams are a little more fluid. Like this. Out of here, get our measuring spoons. If you're just joining, we're making Tarte Tatin, a unique sort of upside down pie. From scratch, of course. We don't fuck around here. Say tar the scale. How do you say that, Slim? Tar or tare? Tare? T-A-R-E. Tare? Tar. Have it. And I am gonna actually do a little trick. You guys might be impressed with lemon. So I heard vinegar can make a shortbread crust sexier and a little more tender. So would lemon do the same thing? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna add it. Just a little bit of lemon juice, like I'll probably yield us like a tablespoon of lemon juice. Ooh, right in my eye. Nice. Maybe save that for make some lemon water. Pow. Sexy. Just want to rinse off this paring knife because that little acid will totally destroy. Ah. Get that off too. Put this under down below. So now we're at a crossroads. Let's read comments real quick. Club soda in crust can add some oomph. Noted. And wow, we didn't really have to touch any more of our flour. I had this whole thing. This whole jar of flour. I'm not gonna touch it. Hey, get in there. Get in there. Cool beans, bro. Very nice. Tidy up. Just want to get us clean for what is to come. If you're in here, I'm curious, what side of the world are you coming from? We've had a lot of viewers from different areas. A lot of people from the UK have been popping up, which is awesome. Which is very cool. Personally, my neck of the woods, what's been going on, I just kind of got over like a sickness. I've been trying to make a job decision, balancing life and play and the reality that we need fucking money to do stuff. So that's where we are. Okay, and now as I wash my hands, I think we're going to do a little bit of, let me read this ingredient, let me read this recipe, the idea for this recipe anyway. 2 tablespoons of cold butter from the fridge. It's gonna go into a food processor with flour, salt, sugar, and pulse it. And then we pulse until a dough ball forms. Okay. Now, I don't know if we could do that by hands with like a grinder thing up, one of these. What do you think? Where is it? Should I do it with a food processor or should I use this bad boy? You tell me. Someone comment, food processor or by hand. I can totally do it by hand. Should I do it by hand? I think I should do it by hand. Let me see. Let's emulate by hand. I don't care. How much time do we have? We got plenty of time-ish. Well, how long has it got to bake for? It's got to bake for 30 minutes. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it by hand. I'll try to keep cold hands. Cold hands. Okay, so let's begin with flour, sugar, salt, pulse. Easy enough. Which one though? Probably you start with the more flour first. I don't know. More flour first. Sugar, salt. Pulse. Zzz. Let's get in here. You know what? Whisk it up. I don't want to use that hand stuff because my hands are warm. The whisk ain't warm. Whisking up, whisking up. Get these over here. Next up, I believe we're going to add our butter, room temp butter. Pulse until dough ball forms. What the fudge, dude? Okay, well, we don't have room temp butter. What we do have is ice cold butter. However, I know how to make it room temp. If we cut it into little tiny cubes, we will increase the surface area. We'll increase the surface area and it will come up to temperature very, very, very fast. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll take our butter, which is, should be, how much does it say? Bear with me. So 5 tablespoons of softened butter is gonna be used in our 9-inch in our skillet. So let's just say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we'll cut that off there. This is gonna reserve and go into our skillet. This is why you read recipes before you actually cook the fucking recipe. So we have the 5 tucked away. Saved, put in a basket, ready for later. We're gonna have the frozen, that's 2 tablespoons. So if we do quick maths by here, we already used 5. There's how many tablespoons in a stick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We used 6, or we used 5. We have 2 tablespoons put away in the freezer. So that brings us up to 7. So out of a whole stick plus 5 tablespoons, that is what we're gonna have. So we're gonna have 6 whole tablespoons that is gonna be incorporated in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How's that for quick maths? How's that for quick maths? Put all this excess butter away. And it should be room temperature, so we're going to get it once down the middle, another down the sides, and then we'll cube it up so it'll come up to temperature pretty dang quickly. If not by like my own manipulation, just by the ambient temp in here. And you know what? I might even just chop it further just to get it more mixable because it is just going to go in our dough after all. I don't care if there's chunks of butter in here either because that's going to add that little puff pastry vibe to it. Okay. If you've ever made tarte tatin, let me know, give me tips, but just going really kind of off the cuff here. Baking ain't Mitchell's professional expertise. But if you're just coming in, we're having fun with this, that's for sure. Does a 180, finds his bowl, adds the room temperature butter to the bowl. All of however much I said earlier, can't remember the math. Okay, get this out. Constantly cleaning as we go, is what we do. Yeah, little pockets of goodness, that's right. That's right, Aaron. So we'll go in here and, you know what I mean? Just get everything cohesively mixed. And again, I'm not going to really play around with my dough with my hands because my hands are warm and we want everything to be not warm. We want that butter to stay sort of globbed up. That helps our pastry rise, at least that's what I've heard. If you got tips, let me know. Victor May said start pounding, so yes, we will. Okay. So directions say do this until it becomes firm, until it becomes a ball. Ideally, that would have been happening in a food processor. And you know what? At this point, let's add our lemon. That would have been, it says vinegar can help, but maybe this will help soften up that gluten structure. Okay. I'm reading. Okay. Mix this up. Damn, this is why people were thin even when they made freaking dessert. Hope your Sunday is chill, vibey. I hope this dough doesn't taste like a lemon now, and if it does, I think that'll be okay. Just getting everything incorporated. I'm not worried about perfection because, man, nothing's perfect. Okay, I'll show you this. Kind of satisfying to see how it looks. So it's shaggy, it's bally, it's a mess. There's a small hair in there. I have ninja eyes when it comes to hair, okay? I'm curious if we just kind of shape it up together. Yeah, maybe. That's all it needs, just a little love. Again, I'm not mixing crazy. I just want to get it combined. It says it should become a ball, and this would happen in a food processor, so I'm emulating this with my hands, which are warm, I realize, so I don't want to go crazy and melt this butter. Oh yeah, much more cookie dough ball-like. If it's one thing I've been picking up cooking, less is more. Baking, I don't know, sometimes more is more. Sometimes you gotta really manipulate the ingredients and it's a bitch. Okay. So, here's our little pocket of dough. Nice and mixed, not too much. Then our recipe would have us add the reserved flour. Pulse again, you son of a bitch. Okay. Reserved flour going in. And at this point, it says, add reserved flour, pulse again, transfer to a bowl, and then add frozen grated butter plus 2 tablespoons of water. Mix until dough forms. We'll pound it out, get more incorporated. Just kind of cut it in. And I'm probably gonna mix it on the work surface soon. And then after this, we're gonna cut up some peaches. If you wanna comment anything, comment away. We're kind of in the twilight zone. We don't know how this is gonna come out. Could come out really bad. Jeez, this is a good way to fuck up your wrist. I gotta play pickleball later. So it's once again back in its shagginess. And I can tell you this kitchen is getting a little hot too. Mitchell tries to keep his cool knowing he doesn't know what he knows he's doing. There we have it. It looks much more like cheese now. The weenus has joined. That's kind of like a blessing, honestly. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm happy he's here. So we're following the directions here. This would be pulsed into a ball. I'm just going to manipulate it so I see some type of formations going on here. And then we're gonna add our butter with that tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of ice water, which Mitch did prep up, I'm happy to say. Just show me a shape. Show me a shape, shortbread. And then I'll stop fucking with you. I promise. Nice. I'm actually really, after my multiple F-ups with cooking, with making pie dough, I kind of know what I should be looking for, and I'm happy with what I see there. Let's add our Parmesan cheese. Just kidding, it's butter. My hands are kind of, they're not super hot. Funny enough, when I was working at the school I worked at a summer program. Here's our ice water. I worked at a summer program for 4 weeks. And my kid was funny. He holds my hand sometimes. Like when I get him out of the bus and he holds my hand. He's like, why are your hands like ice? It's like, I don't know, man. I'm practicing to be a doctor. Okay. Oh, fudge. Mitchell threw out his, 1/4 cup is close to 2 teaspoons, right? 2 tablespoons, right? Let's just feel it out. Oh, freaking no, man. Just going with the vibes, going with the feels. So I think the move is to initially get things incorporated with this, and then get our nice dirty mitts in there. This is a rough puff pastry dough. I'm not sure why the water's involved. I think everything was looking really happy to begin with, but whatever. I think it's to keep everything cool. But doesn't water work as, I don't know. Stop talking. Yeah, everything's, ooh, yeah, there's actually nice little pockets of butter still, which is from the shredded butter we had in there. Okay, I see where we're going with this, actually. I do. Mitchell's eyes are open. Check out some comments if people want to. Comment where you're from. Comment how your Sunday's going. Comment if you're alive. Better be. Okay. Get rid of this. Get rid of our ice water. And we'll get some, you know, I would do plastic wrap, but it's gonna go right in the Frigitator so quickly. This we're still gonna need. Tarte Tatin from scratch, first time. This is how mitchmai rolls. Let's get our rough puff pastry flour dough, whatever the hell it is, in there. Chunks of butter from that shredded icy butter that we have in there. Okay, sorry. And just get it into a rough disc shape, minimally touching this. Okay, and then it is going to get wrapped in plastic wrap. Go F yourself. I'm going to place in the fridge for at least 1 hour. We don't have that kind of time. It's gonna go in the freezer for about half an hour. Okay. Goes in the freezer. Looks nice. I'm happy with how it looks. We'll see if the rules of physics and baking apply though. So we knocked that out. Now we're just gonna do our peaches inspired from Aaron. We have some peaches that are in season. Oddly enough, the peaches that are required for this need to be firm. So, Aaron, I'm sorry. Peaches, I love peaches. And I love when we get to use fruits and vegetables. Someone commented, I will look at that soon enough. I love when you get to use fruits and vegetables that are gonna get peeled because we don't have to rinse them. Don't have to rinse them. 5, firm peaches. I'm gonna drink some espresso and read that comment from Chris. What's your favorite recipe? Chris says, love to see you go after the Bourdain recipes. What was your favorite recipe? And far, what is another recipe you are excited to try? Favorite recipe. So I have a thing with effort for like your effort to flavor ratio, like a little bit of effort to make something taste so wonderful and amazing. That's kind of what gets me going. That's what gets my socks rocking off. So I definitely like the mussel dishes. Anything with mussel, or in French, moule, is amazing. Moule, the moule normand, moule grec. I think it's Greek style, it might be grec. But those are very lovely. Comfort food, coq au vin is phenomenal. And just getting our bowls for prep here. The coq au vin is phenomenal. And yeah, coq au vin is a good one. Aaron says peaches dropped in boiling water makes the skin come off easy peasy. What? A little Blanche style, eh? Aaron, I like that idea, but I think I might just... I had the intention to peel them like normally. I don't know, I heard if you go across the equator... Then ideally they twist. Okay, that does twist, and then we have a nice thing to go after there. If we just wiggle it out. So the woman I saw said sometimes you need to go after it with your thumb or cut away at it. So I think that's what we'll do. Would you like a close-up of what I'm doing here? Anybody? Because I can provide it. Let's peel that. Let's rip that out. Bitch. Bitch. Oh my gosh, that's in there like swimwear. Let's stabilize our work surface and just wiggle it in there. I feel like I'm going after an oyster right now. Never could have done oysters. Mina, did you do the oysters at Chop? Fucking hell. These are firm boys. Ugh. It's wiggling, it's coming free. Mother Nature cannot resist. Cannot hold out for that long. Okay, nicely peachified. Have our little meat bowl. We have our finished product. Again, we'll go around. I heard just going around the equator is the vibe. Almost cut myself. Give it a twist. You'll twist-a-roo. And then we're gonna have to go to town again on this. So this is kind of like passive time because our dough is chilling. And then once our dough is chilled, we can roll it out, we can make our caramel, and we can throw it in the oven. And what I like is we have so many peaches, so I can learn. Maybe even get a spoon in there to pry it out. Spoon, do what you do. You priceless tool, you. Oh yeah. I know you can hear that working its magic. We just don't want to do too much damage to the peach. Yeah. No cutting board today, apparently. Mitch says we use the table twist. What we're working with is firm peaches, so they don't play nice. If they were soft peaches, that'd be cool, but the problem with soft peaches is they turn to mush in the oven. So I'm just trying to respect the ingredient here. Has anyone gotten COVID version 99.4, or is it just me? And go around, poke it in. I'm just pressing, applying pressure with my thumbs. Beach, come on out. Ideally, there's like a pitter or something that was invented, but no. Come on. There she goes. Coming out again. 2 more peaches left. Comment away your plans for Sunday. Doing nothing? Watching me? Making a Peach Tarte Tatin for the first time ever? Could be. Maybe I could get the angle closer on me. A little more angle. I do like using, especially after I have 19 espressos, I like using the ground, something grounded to actually aid me in like performing finicky things. Because I don't need to cut myself live. People did aid in the recipes. They bought some of the recipes, which is really nice. The last dish basically was covered by 3 viewers. Aaron was one of them. Some other guy, I forget his name. Very thankful I am for that. Super thankful. Okay, our last peach is getting eviscerated in front of our very eyes. Just again, letting the table do its work. Give it a nice peel. You can see, empty. And you know, these are actually kind of inspiring me to do a possible ringed peach vibe, but I'm gonna do something more classic with the apples, in the theme of the apples. I might have to blow my nose off camera because I hate sniffing, dude. Hate sniffling. Little fingered. Yep, so strong. Trying my best. Okay. Nice little peaches. We could start an orchard if we want. I sent an e-transfer this week to your biz email. Wasn't sure. Aaron, I think I might have seen that. That's like super nice. I don't know how to accept. I don't know how to accept those exactly. And I didn't want to like accept it and possibly not have it go through. So that's very, very super thankful for that. But you don't need to send me money. Especially you, Aaron, you don't need to send me money. Okay, so from here, I just saw they would peel the peaches. Not sure the best way to peel. A lot of people, some people like use their thumb. Maybe we do just kind of go around like this, just to get a nice even peel. Or a little faster. Yeah, oh yeah, that's faster. I know you don't want to see that for 19 hours. And getting in there, yeah, that's a problem, Mitch. We'll worry about that when we get there. Again, these kind of look like nectarines, but it's nice. I'm just putting my finger in there and it's giving me a solid area. How's this angle? I feel like this is a nice angle. And trying to minimize waste. I think when I cut them, we have 2 hours for this stream, so it's a chill time. It's not like live. I mean, you know, it is live, but if I cut myself or something. You're gonna see it, but also it's baked in. So nice time to interact or chill or vibe or say anything you're feeling. Just don't be a racist. Okay. Beautiful. Just going around town. Something very satisfying about peeling fruit and vegetables if you haven't. Just get a flick of the wrist involved. One more. Numri, what's up, homie, man? Good to see you here. Just peeling some peaches. I'm just a yapper. That's what everybody says. I'm just a yapper. So after we peel these peaches, we'll come back to our dough. Maybe check some comments. And I thought about posting a recipe, but the reality is I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so I can't be giving you a recipe. I do have a theory with these ones that have the butt. But I tell you what, next time, Aaron, I think I'm gonna follow your little blanching method to get the skin off. Hello, much easier. I'm curious how many peaches are gonna be needed here. Just peach, tart dough, sugar, a little bit of star anise, not sure how to say it, bourbon, anise, star anise, star anise. This is like a live cooking show. Whoa, how'd that happen? Hold on, pick you up. I gotta finish this peach. You fell. I got you. Probably gonna have to change cameras real quick. I will always pick you up. Throw me another problem, universe. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop you. Yeah, that tripod needs a new John. So now we have this boy. Welcome back. The tripod's busted, bro. Neighbor, hello. Just some peaches we're peeling up, and then we're going to prepare for a tarte tatin. Live, never made before. Totally gonna blow my nose after these peaches. I'm going a little slow because I don't want to waste. That's something that's been sticking with me watching a lot of Jacques Pepin. I don't want to waste food, man. And also, shit's expensive, so if I can, I will save. I made a nice chicken soup with some leftover bone scraps and stuff. So we have those over there. Nice and peeled and pitted out. Do my espresso over here. Tiny knife. We have our peach shreds. They make great compost, I'd imagine. Or peach water. Okay. Scraps. Those are. Okay. Be right back. I'm gonna blow my nose. Neck broken. Be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you're just coming in, welcome. If you've been here for a minute, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for doing your thing. Cutting board I don't have, so yeah, let's use a little more parchment. It's freaking wasteful of us. Okay, so now we just cut our peaches into little halves, and they're gonna ideally sit nicely. Hopefully this angle's solid. Yeah, I think that's a solid angle. So put it down there, and then they are going to, yeah, we're just gonna organize them nicely placed on our surface of the pan. Okay. Show you a better angle. Welcome. Ooh, yeah. There you go. Straight down the middle. They're firm, so they don't cut super easy. And, you know, they're all cleaned out. So, straight down the middle. Paring knives are interesting because people are like, oh, they should never touch the ground. Man, I've seen Jacques Pepin touch the ground many a times with his paring knife. Many a times, dude. And I'll just cut off that skin right there. Mitchell has to eat something, bro. Just taking our time, really. I think cooking's a lot of just like actually giving a shit. But I mean, you've seen me sort of poo-poo a lot of directions already. But it's a little bit of just my intuition, I suppose. A little bit of the intuition with our nice firm peaches. And I'm so hoping we have some left over because I want to eat one of these. I'm hungry. Okay, and last one, down the middle. Get rid of that skin because we want this to be elegant and French. You know how they be. Okay, so we have our peaches, all nice. Pow, 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 pow. Beautiful. Nothing short of beautiful. Tidy, tidy. Clean, clean. I did think about doing a quick kind of series-ish, like in the style of Jacques Pepin. That's good. Yeah. I can't believe I dropped everybody. It happens. It happens. Next up, we're going to... Oh, nice. Time for our caramel sauce. Time for our caramel vibe. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool, cool. So, our pan. Shit, I don't remember which was our 5 tablespoons of butter. I think it was this one. They should be, it should be cold. It should not be cold butter. Oh well. We're gonna chop it up. Anyway. Check it out, we got some comment. Yo, what's up from the Netherlands? That's so cool. Wim Vermunt. It's a very cool name you have. I'm jealous. It's cooler than mitchmai, one would say. Here we have our butter. How goes it for you, Mr. Wim Vermunt? What time is it over there? You know what, let's add just a little more butter, just because it feels right. Feels right. I remember from what I watched, it's got to get pressed into the pan. So yeah, let's try our best. Just make it in knobs, little pieces. I think frozen butter could be a problem. We're gonna find out. And this is non-stick. This is a cast iron pan, my favorite. Cast iron pan. Zucchero. All around, all around, all around, all around. And then star anise. Pow. Down like that. And then we're going to arrange our peaches. Oh. Geez, it's crazy. So here's our John. And I'm just going to arrange the peaches in a nice concentric fashion. I'm not going to really press them down super hard because the butter is going to take care of that. Trust me. Peach Tarte Tatin, everybody. Nature doing what nature does, just giving us a lovely fruit, and we're going to cook it. Concentrically organize our peaches. Sort of nestling them into each other, if possible. That one, I realize, is not the sexiest, but you know what? Maybe we could fit. I think we could fit one more in. Don't want to overdo it. Maybe we overdid it, but I think they are going to cook down nicely. And then, yeah, just place down one more. And maybe break it. Beautiful. Beautiful is what that is. Now, over to our pan. Over medium-high heat, or stovetop, rather. We have that rocking out medium-high heat. I'm zooming out. Oh, and it's beautiful. We get to eat a peach. Nice and hard. Really good. High heat for 10 minutes. So I never really mess around with super high heat. Probably on medium-high-ish. I'm happy with that, though. We have some nice peaches, and maybe they could go on top to add a different layer of peach. Nothing goes better with peaches and peaches. Vermont, yeah. My mom's a big Norwegian fan, Norway fan area. Friends from Sweden. Friends from Sweden she has. Thank you for the hearts, all that stuff. So, I'm gonna ask you to pitch in now. Can someone set a timer for 10 minutes? Somebody set a timer for 10 minutes. If we fail, it's on you. This entire video, this entire live stream is a failure. It's on you. I'm sorry, I'm thirsty. It's hot. It's hot baking up peach tarts. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, we could actually roll out our dough. Yeah, shit, why not? Put our peaches over here. Plastic bag, you could chat it up. Neighbor, peaches. You know, I saw a video not too long ago about a lady in the 1900s who inadvertently spreaded typhoid with her peach ice cream, LOL. Here's to hoping you're not asymptomatic. Is that Typhoid Mary you're speaking of? The Typhoid Mary? I didn't know she, maybe. Yeah, that's not the goal, to spread typhoid. Just love. Just love. Come over here. Hanging out with our Peach. John. Bring it up over high temperature. They said high, I'm doing high. Screw it, man. Screw it, bro. It's doing its thing. Why? Where are these hairs coming from? I know, probably Mitch. Actually, you know what? I think we could probably fit. Yeah, it's too late, possibly. I just want to make sure everything fits in nicely. Yeah, never did this before, so let's check out some comments. Neighbor, yes, yes indeed, it was Typhoid Mary. Cool. Cool, but not cool. Let's check our dough. Oh yeah, pretty nice and hard, pretty nice and rocky. Tidy up here. Put our sugar away. This is caramelizing. Ideally, I'd have like a cinnamon stick. I don't have any cinnamon, so I'm just gonna lightly, ever so lightly, just a dash. I don't want anyone to taste it really. Just want to add it for sweetness. And then nutmeg too. Nutmeg makes everything work. No. Nutmeg? No, no. I'm feeling cardamom possibly. Yeah. Yeah, cardamom sounds sexy. Just a smush, a hint of cardamom. Okay. So you can see it's coming along, sizzling, poking away, doing its thing. Ooh, should probably preheat the oven to what temperature? Always assume 350 in the beginning. 400. Holy cacciatore. 400 degrees, although, you know, it's so amazing. Us Americans, we use Fahrenheit. Everyone else does not. We're just like, no, we're freaking Fahrenheit and miles over here. Stupid shit. Stupid shit, dog. Ooh, stuff is happening. Smelling really nice. So the goal is to caramelize. Yeah, probably like got another minute or so. I mean, another like 6 minutes or so. The peaches are dropping out their moisture. Yeah, it's interesting. Sugar is such a bitch. If you ever got a sugar burn, apparently it's the worst thing in the world. Freedom units, yes. Freedom units, brother. How are you doing today, Richard Calabi? Calabi or Calabi? That sounds like a general. General Richard Calabi led the 15th Infantry into Hellfire, Fire and Brimstone. Yeah, high temperature. Does anyone have advice on if we should be doing high temperature or medium high for this? Directions said high, but high always scares me a bit. Always scares me slightly. Ever so slightly. Well, that's doing its thing. Do some dishes. Hello, this is live cooking. It's not all glamour and frickin' Mr. Beast-esque. I flew to this place to try this salmon roe. There's work and time involved. The act of eating takes what? 2 minutes? The act of creating and shopping and buying and cleaning and cooking takes much freaking longer. You know it, I know it. That's why I watch cooking shows, because it kind of scratches that itch, but I don't actually have to cook myself. Currently cleaning up after a cookie cake fest everybody had. It's my birthday, is my My birthday's soon. My sister's boyfriend had a birthday celebration here. August babies. If you're an August baby, shout out to you. We're often misunderstood. Dishwashers are beautiful. But one thing I noticed in Italy was like, my friends did not have a dishwasher, but they didn't waste products. Like they didn't waste dishes. They just did things with minimal things. The mom who hosted me, her house was like very simple, but she had one knife. She had one knife. She used this knife for almost everything. I'm sure you know. This is the nonna knife. Yeah, my mom made a kick-ass gyro dinner. She's the one who's got to start the YouTube channel, is what I say. Maybe one day we'll live stream Mitch and Mama. It can be intimidating though. Sometimes live streaming, I get in my head. I'm just like, I do get in my head often, so I don't even know why I'm surprised. Oh yeah, if you're here chilling with us, I'm happy to have you. Yeah, Austin, I feel that. I've been trying to keep one knife and one knife only. I got this. I could. Some of my old videos have the knife I use. It's a Misen knife. I mean, there's no knife that's better than another knife. As Jacques Pepin says, a good knife is a sharp knife. That's all. That's all that matters. All that matters. And even like, I don't know. I'd argue lack of a knife is helpful. It makes you creative and think on your feet. I was using our music stopped. I was using just one knife for a while. Well, in Italy, when I was freaking roughing it in Italy with just traveling, I made like little tiny meals for myself with like a plastic spoon. I just had a plastic spoon and I made like a little small tuna salad. I bought some relish and I bought tuna, and I had these little wheat crackers, and I just ate that in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, so one thing, I might have said it before. One thing I like about cooking is it kind of uses all the scents, all the smells. Right now, I can smell. I might be fucking burning. Right now, I can smell. I literally just took it. I just took that peach off the heat because I could smell. Yeah, we're fucking burning. I could smell butter burning. Hold on. I just took that off the heat, and we're gonna, in grand emergency fashion, try to remedy that by doing this. Put it on a grate to ideally get some airflow under there. There it is, but I can smell some interesting smells that I'm not too crazy about. It smells burny. It's all right. It's okay, we learned. Don't do the dishes when making a Peach Tarte Tatin for the first time on live stream, Mitch. I'll be right back. I'm just washing my hands off camera. So, I'm actually gonna show you that. It's looking, you know what? I don't think we burned it. I think we got close, but I don't think we burned it. So we'll leave that there. I'm going to let it steam up a little bit, do its thing, and oh yeah, listen to that. Listen to that do its thing. And then we're gonna roll out our dough. So ideally, it's gonna be the same circumference as that. Thank you, Aaron. The timer is up. It might have burnt. I don't think we burned it. I think we just caught it. I smelled the butter browning. I smelled the butter doing its thing. I think we just caught it. If it burns, we learn. If it burns, we learn. Music coming back on. Okay, cool thing I get to say. Thanks to my mom, when we went to France, we did like a little baguette class, and I learned how to like dust the flour, the bench top. Very simply, flour is needed. And the guy took, minimal flour here, minimal. We're gonna roll this out. So the guy took a pinch. Surprisingly, he was not Italian. He took a pinch. And you just yeet it across. Maybe like a little higher, just yeet it across, and that makes like a nice surface for you to work on. And the goal is to use like minimal flour for this shortbread, so I don't know, let's do one more in Grand Mitch fashion. Let's get our dough. Brick-like, but not granite. It's supposed to be wrapped in plastic wrap or wrapped in parchment. And then with quick hands are gonna work. You can see little patches of flour in there, of butter in there. Rolling pin is what we need. Thankfully I have that. Again, I'm just gonna dust the top of the thing. I just totally butchered it, nice thin. Let's roll it out. So ideally, the same width of our pie dough, of our tarte tatin. Hey, don't crunch, don't do that on me. I'll have to do you again if you do that on me. I've been here before, do not fear, everybody. I've cracked much of pie dough before. Just getting nice, even. And a little bit of flour, because we're sticky. That teaspoon of water could not have helped us. Bench scraper would have been nice. I don't have that right now, so we'll use this boy. This is a rough puff pastry dough. Now, my gut is saying we need to go a little heavier with the flour. And that's okay. I don't care, man. I don't care if our dough is like a little not super sexy, for the sake of having efficient pie dough on top of our... Oh, cat hair. Yeah, that would be, I guess, sort of off. Okay. Fast, roll fast, Mitchell. Time is of the essence, Mitch. Okay, it's fragile. This is kind of what we get. This is the perks of working kind of fast with like a light dough. You can get in there and take out that weird thing. All right, you know, she ain't perfect. She ain't perfect at all, but she's mine. And now, just gonna cut away. Not all of it. Maybe get us a little more flour. What a noob. I should have had a little more flour on me. So much for, yeah, you only want to use a little bit of flour. Yo, just saying, hey, Bruce, what's up? No problem. Thanks for checking in. I hope to see you for the finished product. Scraping around, scraping around. Short puff pastry dough, or quick puff pastry dough. She's free. She's free, everybody. Put down this. Ooh, that's hot. Ow. Place our pastry dough over. Okay. The Mr. Gordon Ramsay had us put it, I'll zoom in on here for you. Go around and put in our pastry dough. Gosh, I would have fucking slayed on MasterChef. You just go around. You're lost, MasterChef. You casted me and you failed. Okay. And then we'll do some pie hole dough. Oh my gosh. I think we just made something super cute. I wanted to make a smiley face, but hey, that's that. There it is. We made our pie holes. It's going in. Ooh. Gosh. All right, 500 degrees, 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. That's gonna cook. I think we did a wonderful job burning that caramel, but I really don't care. I learned the next time it's probably gonna be around 3 to 4 minutes rather than 7 to 10 minutes, as it says. So here we have our nice little scraps. If someone wants, you're welcome to start a timer. No, I set a timer. You're good. 12:15. 12:15 it is. So 50, 42, some people watching. I assume that number's going to drop because we're doing nothing. If you want, you can check out my channel where I cook Anthony Bourdain's dishes, where I rock and roll. This is a chill thing. This is kind of for the subscribers, for people that watch me already. You can just hop in and see what's going on. It's a fun time. It's chill. No pressures. And if we mess up, that's the way it goes. That's how you learn. I say it time and time again. That's why I love food so much, because, you know, making real life decisions is hard, and real life consequences, they suck. Food is just food. You burn it, you start again. It's food. Who cares? Rock out on some more disharroos. Bruce is saying hello. If you're a subscriber, you can say hello. This will come out in 30 minutes. I'm gonna clean up some dishes, but also at the same time, maybe prep up something for the week in that time. Let me know what you prepped for the week. Do you have a prep that you do in the week? Let me know. I'll play some pickleball later today. I like to just wash these metal dishes by hand because they take up so much room. And there's actually a cool little cleaning method I want to show you. It's called the volcano method. Take your dishes. Let's start from the smaller ones. Start from the smaller ones, then work your way down. So you just like, whatever, soap up your first one. A little water in there. Soak up and clean your first one. And then as you can see, the runoff goes into the other bowl. And then we clean with that one. Now you can't just be doing like a sausage bowl after another sausage bowl. Like there has to be some degree of cleanliness going on if the suds turn all gross. But often I'll just kind of do this sort of like volcano method. And we'll get our wooden cutting board, which shouldn't be ever washed in the dishwasher, but I do it anyway. Let's see what Aaron says. Use your other peaches to make a tomato basil burrata peach salad. That's amazing. I don't know. I might have tomatoes around. I'm not sure. Okay, rinse these off. Poggers in chat for dishwashers. Sorry. Go around town. I always like this thing. Can't beat air dry. And then the legendary knife cleaning. This Cutco blade is nice, but they say like all the time you can dishwash it. No, I don't believe in that ever. It's horse shit. It's like this knife has been abused and I don't like that. All clean. All clean there. Aaron, I like that idea a whole lot with the burrata salad. 30 of you are currently watching me clean my kitchen. You can comment away if you want, or you can just vibe out. I'm happy to have you regardless. Cutting freaking... I don't know how to really clean a rolling pin. Has anyone made a Tarte Tatin before? Because you're about to be disappointed. Hey, get out of my kitchen, you freaking, you guy. Could you bring a small slice of this peach John for Hosanna at Pickleball? Yeah, I can. I can bring more than a small slice. Or you can just come over and get it. Victor. We have our butter. That was kind of nuts how I did backward math on the butter. I don't even know if the butter ratio is accurate that we did. I really do not. But yeah, I could talk life while I'm cleaning up. So where I'm at, I do want to travel. I definitely want to get the heck out of here and travel. But money's an issue and my health is an issue. So I'm debating locking down a contract with a school, helping kids with autism for the year, or working for another dude who's willing to pay me more, but I would have to do a little more mental labor, mental grind, 1099-C stuff, do my own taxes. And yeah, I'm just weighing what I want. I kind of want to show the struggle of everything. I want to show like the mental health side of things. I was going to do a thing called the head chef. We got to help Rachel move right before we go. That's fine, Victor, I'll bring it. So yeah, I was doing like mental health and food, but I don't know how to make it an approachable YouTube thing. That's the problem. That's our problem we face. But for now, this is cool. Just chilling, vibing. Something weird happens once you turn your passion into a moneymaker. It's the truth. Something really weird happens. I find myself overanalyzing, getting analysis by paralysis, as they say. But it's kind of liberating to do these live streams, even as my fucking stomach feels all weird and gross and bloated due to dual inguinal hernias. I don't give a fuck. That's where I'm at. We have a separate. Maybe have a separate sponge for the table and a separate sponge for the dishes. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Clean up as we go. Clean up as we go. That's the only way I know. Oh, I didn't add any vanilla extract. It's okay. No vanilla extract I added. So we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes down. What time is it? It's 12. I can't bake potatoes by 1:30. But what can I do? What can I do in that time? Ooh. I can sure eat some cantaloupe. I did not add the cognac. I was thinking I'd add that at the end, Aaron, but oh my gosh. It's like I just bit into a raw potato. What's going on in the world? You know what? Take you outside with me. We're gonna get some mint. Here's Julia. She doesn't really like being pet, especially when she's in her box. Meow. Shoes. Oh, there's no mint. I don't think there's any more. Ooh, there is mint still. A little bit of mint sneaking over here. Give me that shit. So, mint and peaches, maybe this will go nicely. I don't know. We'll find out. Is this mint? Yeah, it totally is. Back in the kitchen. Yeah, my neighbor was growing a whole lot of mint, and then he stopped. So you just saw me pick a freaking shrub of mint. I think this is. I don't know. Hopefully I don't die from that. Let me ask my dad. Is this mint? I picked it outside.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That could have been scary. We're good. We're good. So we got our plates that is going to be flipped. We're going to flip our John on. Just giving a little peek. Ooh, it's puffed up, and I think we definitely a little too dark, but hey, we did it. It's coming along. Yeah, a little bit of mint leaf would be nice on top. Just like pinch it, pinch it, pinch it. Has anyone made tarte tatin here? Nobody? Unbelievable. Mint is interesting. It's got very feathery. Not even rinsing it off. Just got it. Oh gosh. Jeez. Very strong. Sundays I'll usually clean out the fridge, see what I got, see what I don't got. I see right here, I have some carrots. Roast these carrots up. And, no, I got the peaches. Those are nice. My dad has some cucumbers, zucchini. This lettuce is no longer good. Totally shreddable. Probably have about 15, 13, 12 minutes left on the timer for our Peach Tarte Tatin. It's all rotty. Did anyone see the latest video? It's kind of fun. Pretty chill. Pate is what we made. Yeah, these are all slimy and gross. Yeah. Pate is what we made. We have some sweet potatoes that it's probably their last day rocking with the sweet potatoes. And you know, if you got any ideas on what I can make next time, let me know. Bruce has a comment. I'll read that very soon. Carrots. I'm totally gonna eat this sweet potato later before pickleball. Have you had trouble with your sound today? You were breaking up like a couple of weeks ago. Just bought the fresh peaches. I'll go back to watch the whole live stream later. Bruce, thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna try to get to the bottom of that. I think it is, I actually don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to do research. Am I cutting out right now? What's up, Lincoln Man? Thank you for commenting. Always happy to respond to comments. Where are you coming from, Lincoln? Have you been around for a while? Have you been watching for a minute? So, you know how it goes. Oof, another peach that can go into the compost. Some rotten stuff. Compost it up. It's breaking up right now. Let's do an experiment. I'm gonna keep talking, but I'm gonna have it strictly on cellular. If I'm still breaking up, we can try Wi-Fi. And then if I'm still breaking up, I'm going to talk directly into the phone, and then that will tell me the mic's the problem. Like my voice. Shit. How we sound? Still breaking up? Still breaky? Hope not. 10 minutes till our tart comes out. I think we have excess sugar. Next time we're going to reduce the amount of sugar and butter as well. Got some cheese, got some Greek yogurt. Actually, I might put together a little shopping list. I don't know. Some spinach. Yeah, we're going to have to do a little shopping. Do a little shopping. Peaches. Always got a nice amount of lemons. Zucchini. I think that's something we could work with. Still breaking up. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you very much. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Now we are strictly on. Hold on. Okay, now we are strictly on Wi-Fi connect. Wait, hold on. All right, now we're strictly on Wi-Fi connection. Let me know if I'm still breaking up. Gonna get to the bottom of this. Strictly Wi-Fi is what we're using. If I'm still breaking up, the mic is the problem. which is weird because I use, I'm still breaking up. All right, I'm gonna take the mic off, which is strange because I've used, this is exactly how I'm recording right now is exactly how I record videos, Bourdain videos. So let's get this computer out of the picture. Yeah. Am I still breaking up? Let me know. Let me know. If I am, that's totally fine. I want to get to the bottom of this, dude. Bruce, keeping things real. Bruce, keeping things real. Still breaking up? Okay, it's the mic. Mic's getting unplugged. Now tell me. How do we sound? How do we sound? Still breaky or no? I'm chatting, I'm talking, I'm saying words, I'm saying things. Let me know. Cut off my little no knife. Non. Nah, not sure why. Oh, not. I am still? You know what? I don't know what it could be then. I'm gonna write that down now. So it's still breaking up even if I use the mic. I'm gonna plug it in. Because you might as well, if you're gonna hear me shitty, you might as well hear me clearly and shitty. Still there? Let me know. Let me know, Joe. And I'll make a note of this and do what everyone does when they're faced with a problem. Plug it into ChatGPT and see where it goes. How we looking? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Interesting breakup problem. Very interesting breakup problem. Might as well bring the music back. Yeah, I don't even know how I would address that. But I'm gonna take a note. What's going on there? Audio breakup. Wi-Fi. Cellular. With mic. Without mic. Without laptop in area as well. Yeah. That'll be a fun one to solve. Let's check. Ooh, okay. It's getting there. It's definitely, fuck. I think we burnt the caramel. Who cares? Who cares? Que se ne frega. And now I'm just going to score zucchini. So this is like actually a Thomas Keller technique. He scores the zucchini and salts it. And by salting it, he draws out the moisture. And then he just sears the bad boys. I'll zoom it in on you. Something with interference from something else in the house. Yeah, I don't know what it could be. That's a problem. It's definitely interference, but I don't know what could be interfering. The oven? No. It's got to be giving off some frequency. I'll figure it out. I'll do some research. If you got some experience, let me know with that. It smells nice. Not the best score there. This is the non-knife I'm using. Heavy, bro. Heavy. It's got to compensate for that whole gosh dang zucchini. And I'll even show you these after if I don't. Remind me. They're going to seriously, dramatically draw out some moisture that way. These off to the side. This can go on our waste bin. Got our mint put over here. Okay, 3 minutes according to our tarts. Anyone else? Oh, anyone else in the house now? Nah, man, it's a anomaly. What I could do is go live somewhere else. Yeah, I did. I turned off the music. I mean, I could turn off the computer utterly. These frequencies. All right, pulling out the Tarte Tatin. Pulling out, pull it out. She's dark. She's dark and caramely. We're gonna make a quick little pulling off our juice. This will be easier for you and for me. She's dark, okay? There, it's dark. So, something I saw. There's like a lot of excess juice. You know what? No. There's no excess juice, dude. It's finished. It's finished. Leave it here. Let it sit for maybe, I don't know, 4 minutes or so. In theory, I was going to pour some excess juice, make a reduction with some sugar, some bourbon, but we ain't doing that. So, let's flip. Music's off, Bruce, if you still hear it. You're my radio guy. Bruce, the radio guy. Everyone else here is for the food. Everyone else here is for the tart. Bruce is my technical man. Okay, moment of truth. I'm not exaggerating. I'm going to actually practice. So we take this, we take that, the lid goes on top, it's hot as fudge, flip, and then that's what it's going to look like. Okay. Moment of truth. I'm hype. Okay, let's go. We have our tart. There it is. Plate on top. It's only 500 degrees, Mitch. Don't be too casual now. Oh, balls, you. And flip it. Wow. Holy fuck. Damn. Holy shit. That looks better than Mitch thought. Pretty cool. Very nice. Peach Tarte Tatin. Okay. Not bad for first try. Kind of going by the seat of our pants here. Yeah, thank you, timer. Okay, so it's done. Tidy up a little, slightly bit-ish. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, that's very nice. Caramely, delish. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I did. Okay. Tidy up real quick. Maybe even just jazz up. Well, I do want to take a picture. Mitchell has to take a picture, or it didn't happen. Be right back. I gotta grab my phone. Still breaking up, Bruce? What's the deal? Yeah, I'm glad, Aaron. I'm glad you thought so. You are the one you inspired me to make it. It's a little charred-ish, but I think that's like almost exactly what we want. Kill the lights. Honestly, for food, pro tip, food is all about the lighting. Okay. Pictures taken. Let's cut a bit. Got our star anise. Nice. Sure, let's use our same knife we used the zucchini for. It smells heavenly. The peaches are tender. You want to see the close-ups, don't you? I would. Where'd I cut? Right there. I do surprise myself sometimes. Well, I don't know. I say it. I've been saying it time and time again. I have an uncanny ability to not terribly fuck things up. There it is. Nice and glazy, nice and peachy. Maybe give ourselves just a few rips of mint. Okay, let's try it. Thank you, Fraser. Fraser's a homie. We've been chatting up. He's been in the background supporting me. Thanks. Totally first try. I don't know if you were watching, but yeah, we kind of just went by the seat of our pants. Short bread, short dough bread, nice and fluffy. Yeah. That's nothing short of amazing. The puff pastry thing is kick ass. Dude, I bring a tear to my eye almost. That is very good. That is like that with just like a little bit of vanilla ice cream. I don't know if you could ask for anything more. That is really something else. I wish I posted a recipe. Maybe I could post a recipe for it. That's insane. You know, just to get an idea, maybe like some creme fraiche is fucking sour cream. But I just want to get an idea what that would taste like. Just a little bit sour cream, creme fraiche action. The peaches are perfectly cooked. They're softened. The puff pastry is puffy. Very nice. Very nice. Next thing we're going to make, you comment. I'm going to start doing like little comments here and there from the posts in the community. If you're subscribed, you'll see posts for, hey, what should I make next? This was from Erin K. She advised it. A few other people mentioned some things, and I just picked Erin's because it was random, and I wanted to do it. And I'm happy I did. Damn. Super happy I did. Still getting over a little COVID. And, you know, videos are live. I'm going to keep doing more of this stuff. This was a live first time bake making a Peach Tarte Tatin. I don't know. We're getting our chops. Like, I'm not fucking up really bad. And if I do, we still kind of manage. I smelled it burning. I smelled it sort of get there. Took it off the heat immediately, put it on that grate, so we got some airflow underneath. And I think we ended up, if anything, with like a really nice char that you couldn't ask for. Like a better, nice, like inconsistent little blackening. So yeah, there it is. Hope you have a good one. And what do they say in France? Arrivederci, something like that. See ya. Thanks for watching.